All right, so episode 2 of Pluribus complicates things quite a bit more than the first episode because now we start to meet the other people of planet Earth who have resisted this virus-ish thing, who are immune to it. We got told in the first episode that there were 11 others. Turns out there's 12 others. They found a 12th in the morning of, as I said. Um, so I think that the most interesting thing about this episode is the realization that Carol's emotional outbursts can provoke another mass episode of um, the shakes, the trembles, the tremors, and causes these pod creatures to go comatose again. Um, and as a result of that, I think that that's going to end up becoming a powerful tool long term for figuring out how um, she can potentially weaponize her emotions to save humanity, because that appears to be what Carol's objective is she thinks that it's up to her and these other people to save humanity. um, Essentially, while she is burying her friend, she is met by this individual who explains that all infected humans share this consciousness, and they include the memories of everyone, including her friend Helen, and they can all speak for the entire hive mind at one time. This provokes Carol to get really pissed off because she's like, "How dare you speak of my friend in this way when I'm trying to bury her?" And this woman, Zoysia, convulses, falls to the ground. She goes rushing off, and uh, she finds other people that have also convulsed and realizes that her emotional outbursts can provoke this reaction from them. Um, she then organizes a meeting with this woman, Zoisa, and wants to meet with 5 of the other 12. These are the ones who can speak English. The hive offers to let her meet with all 12 and translate, and she's like, no, 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 I just want to meet with the other 5 because I want to be able to speak to them in private. So she arranges a meeting in Bilboa, and all of them arrive other than one, who ends up being this dude who essentially is a hedonistic guy who's taking full advantage of the situation. He arrives on Air Force One with a bevy of women, a harem of women who are doing everything he wants. And there's also, several other people. Ultimately, Carol has a meeting with them above Air Force One, and she tries to convince them that they need to save humanity, that they need to band together. Unfortunately, no one really seems to want to do that. The hedonist, least of all. His name is, I have to look this up, Kumba. Um, the other people are all like, I want to be with my family. They all have family members there. Like, one woman has her son and husband, another woman has her mom, and they all want to join the collective to be with their family. Carol, on the other hand, is alone. Um, so none of these other people really are buying her reasoning for wanting to do this. They eventually end up at a lunch, and Carol just gets completely schnockered drunk. And during this lunch, she confronts the uh, the collective, um, and finds out that 886 million people died during the initial joining. Now, this is interesting because during the course of the lunch, we come to find out that the virus has created this hive mind. The hive mind doesn't believe in violence. They refuse to kill any creature, insect or otherwise, so they are essentially all vegetarians. And they don't believe in affecting the choice of others. They want this to be, it's they're very nonviolent people, is what it comes down to. But then the flip side of that is they claim they're nonviolent, but yet they killed 886 million people when they joined together, and this causes Carol to have another emotional outburst. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand, which sends everybody into convulsions and ultimately turns the entire group of other humans against her, and she is left on her own, um, wanting to, save humanity from the hive mind. She then has a meeting with our playboy, Kumba, who says that he's planning to travel to Las Vegas and he wants to take Zoysia with him as one of his new harem members. And Carol's like, why do you need to ask me for permission? And she comes over and explains that, well, we can't make that choice for you because one choice or the other would hurt one or two of you, and we can't hurt anyone. So you guys really need to solve this out between the two of you. And Carol's just like, fuck you guys, and goes off, and goes to her own plane. But then as she's sitting there on her plane, she sees this group, not the whole group, but Kuma and Zoisa going off to Las Vegas. She actually rushes out to stop Air Force One, and that's sort of where we get the fade to black. I don't know where her reasoning for this is, but ultimately, it appears she's kind of on her own in her desire to save humanity because everyone else either wants to join, or in the case of our hedonistic playboy here, he's completely fine with the way things are. Like, he has a bevy of women at his beck and call. He actually asks during the lunch, he's like, so you can't kill an animal, but what if I kill the animal? Can you then, prepare the food for me? And they're like, yeah. So he's like, oh, I'm totally fine with that. So in his mind, he's like, I can live like the king of the world with literally the entire world at my disposal. Why would I want to change anything? And to be honest with you, I kind of see his point of view. Why not? And this is really interesting to me because if you remember her stance in the beginning of the show, she's very anti everybody. She just despises everyone that comes to her book tour signing. She thinks that her work is drivel and she can't believe that people buy it. She literally thinks everyone is just brain dead idiots. And here she is in episode 2 and she's hell bent on like saving humanity, because the way people are right now in this hive collective is just not normal. That's not human. And she literally calls the group at the table a bunch of traitors to humanity. It's a very interesting point of view, and it's an interesting look into her mentality and her inner workings as we go deeper into the season. So, episode 2, very interesting. Can't wait to see where this goes, but we got to wait till next week. So, I'll see you guys then. Enjoy. Cheers.